Commander Zixthor's sensory stalks trembled as the scan results materialized on the holographic display. The Galactic Concordance had monitored humanity's radio signals for decades, carefully studying these primitive beings from afar. Now, finally approaching their home system, the diplomatic fleet expected to find crude rockets and perhaps a few satellites orbiting their blue world. Instead, they found the indomitable. The human warship hung in the void like a predator made of steel and fire, easily 3 times the size of the Concordance's largest dreadnought. Its hull was scarred with ablative armor that told stories of countless battles, and weapons batteries bristled from every surface like the spines of some deep space leviathan. "This cannot be accurate," Zixthor whispered, his translator rendering the clicks and whistles into standard galactic. "They've barely achieved faster-than-light travel." Our intelligence suggested. Intelligence was wrong, Commander. His tactical officer's voice carried an edge of fear that Zixthor had never heard before. "That vessel is broadcasting on all frequencies. They're hailing us." The view screen flickered to life, revealing a human female in a crisp military uniform. Her face was unnaturally calm, eyes sharp and calculating. Behind her, crew members moved with practiced efficiency across what appeared to be a combat bridge. "Unknown vessels, this is Captain Sarah Chen of the UNES Indomitable. You have entered Earth's defensive perimeter. State your intentions." Zixthor straightened, attempting to project the authority of a species that had crossed the stars for 10,000 years. "Captain Chen, I am Commander Zixthor of the Galactic Concordance. We come in peace, to welcome humanity into the greater cosmic community. We had no knowledge of your impressive military capabilities." Captain Chen's expression didn't change. "Commander, humanity has been aware of your observation for the past 3 years. We found your spy satellites quaint. Now, would you like to conduct first contact properly, or shall I assume hostile intent?" The bridge fell silent. 3 years. Impossible. The spy satellites used Concordance technology thousands of years. The question escaped Zixthor before he could stop it. For the first time, Captain Chen smiled. It was not a comforting expression. "Commander, did you really think a species that went from wooden ships to nuclear weapons in a single century would stop innovating? We've been preparing for this meeting since we decoded your first observation drone 57 months ago." She leaned forward, and Zixthor felt his defensive membranes involuntarily seal. "Let me save us both some time. Yes, we know about the Concordance. Yes, we know about the restricted technology accords that you use to keep emerging species dependent and controllable. And yes, we reverse-engineered everything we needed from your surveillance equipment." That's impossible," Zixthor stammered. "The quantum locks alone would require a species desperate enough, scattered throughout the system, powering up weapons that his sensors suggested operated on principles the Concordance had deemed theoretically impossible." "So here's what's going to happen," Captain Chen continued. "We're going to have our first contact. We're going to discuss trade, culture, and mutual cooperation. As equals. And your Concordance is going to learn something that every nation on Earth eventually figured out: never underestimate humans when their survival is at stake." Zixthor found himself nodding before he consciously made the decision. "I understand, Captain Chen. Perhaps we should begin again." "Perhaps we should, Commander." This time her smile seemed genuine, if still slightly predatory. "Welcome to Earth. We've been expecting you." As the communication channel switched to diplomatic protocols, Zixthor sat back in his command throne, his mind reeling. The Concordance had encountered thousands of species. Some were peaceful, some aggressive, some simply indifferent to the cosmos beyond their worlds. But humanity? Humanity was something new. Something dangerous. Something absolutely fascinating. The galaxy, Zixthor realized, would never be the same.